You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the... More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign and... And then there is the Maiden. A figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremony. And yet, I've never even... Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the... Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And...
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real art, and you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay bare.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more...
Frank.
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And
please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get...
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain. I didn't realize you were lonely.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. It's strange. When I think about Lenegus, it still feels like it was... But then I realize what feels like years...
What about your hometown?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world is... Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly.
Yeah. I have no home to return to either. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave. I'd never have met up with you guys. That's...
Have you learned to embrace your power?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future... I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think any...
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me. And now it's you. All of us suffering. Just because of some power we...
Yeah, all this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like...
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, poor Xion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory. So, feel like you're making...
All I know is Xion needs our help.
Say, how did you get back down here from...
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori.
What happened to her?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duty. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense.
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to... Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's... be it several centuries ago, or just...
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to... You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to... Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able... Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made. The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen... But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you...
What I've been fighting for. What will I even accomplish going alone? What will I even accomplish going alone?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue What's gotten into you, man?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with...
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is...
Come on, man. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you're in shock. And who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with
I guess.
It's about Naori. Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does...
My power consumed me once already. I can't guarantee anyone's safety.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing... What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her.
So then quit griping and do...
Listen.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past, but there's still so much that There I go again. So much.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally...
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people! If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Remember, if the pain's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no zoom.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
Simian cat.
I can feel you where you stand.
Severing wind!
Raging storm!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Arts are being
Severing
interrupted.
wind!
Sleep now.
Rising falcon!
More for the stockpile.
You're finished!
No, I won't give in.
Another incantation ruined.
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm ready. Eagle Fly.
In an instant.
Impact block.
Damn it. It's too fast.
Stand back.
Take it!
I'll trip it up.
Wind!
Watch it.
No further.
That freaking does it.
This one's all mine.
Do it. Eagle Assault.
Rising Falcon!
Here and now. Resonate with the air.
Not on my watch.
I'm ready.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron, and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait. Don't...
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the... We don't know. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across...
Do you think he might still be alive?
I think stranger things have happened, whether he's alive or otherwise. We've exhausted all the avenues available to us.
Fine. Thistlein was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So what?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't try...
Even the weird Danans just like that?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued,
I suppose that makes sense.
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt the...
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful... Something's on your mind.
Of course not! Almadria was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, but ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like...
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almadria was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her. A part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed... Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't...
Who said it had to...
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almadria. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea.
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey...
Okay.
Why?
Ugh. Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters! Just watch and see!
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight. Feels like...
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to...
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects.
It's brutal, all right. I can feel all this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while...
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring.
And where do you expect us...
What about you, Alphen? All that gear.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us...
I'd like to check the... wares if you don't. Mind.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle? Little help!
You're mine!
You picked the wrong fight!
In here!
You're mine!
Watch this one! If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
It's over!
On our way! Save you!
Raging storm!
Far enough!
First strike! Win!
I'm on it! Here I come! Talent storm! Where's it go?
Win!
Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Could have been worse.
Reel it in. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Hi, Hoodle!
Take this! You're finished!
In here!
Tiger
Blade!
Blade!
Raging Cascade!
Take this!
Are those arms
You're
even
finished!
natural?
Can't get out of this!
I can do this all day! Tiger Blade!
Here I come! Severing wind! This one's all mine!
Tiger Blade!
Lunar Rondo!
Sleep
Eat
now.
dirt!
Eat this!
Sword Lane Alpha!
Chinese Supernova!
Swallow Blade!
More where that came from!
You're mine!
Time to shine! Eagle
Sword Lane
Fire!
Alpha!
Talon Storm!
Dragon Swarm!
Crescent Moon!
Swallow Blade! It's over!
Tiger Blade!
You're mine! You're finished!
Photon Dance!
Rising
Now
Eagle!
we're never...
Take it! Sword Lane
I'll be saving this one!
Don't get complacent.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but me... Seriously?
It's
Is this a joke?
I'm not done! You picked the wrong fight!
Astral Energy!
Denied!
Lightning Condemned!
I'll take out the leg with my shield.
Sword Lane Alpha! Sword
Tiger
Lane
Blade!
Spear!
Hero!
Rising Falcon! You're done!
I can carve through armor!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Piercing wall!
More for the stockpile!
I'm gone!
Raging Storm! More where that came from!
Take this!
In a bind?
Here I come! Sword
I've
Lane
let you all
Alpha!
down. Forgive me. This is my fault.
Severing wind! Here I come! You're finished!
Blah, 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 that's bloody!
From beyond,
Take this!
imbue this vanquished soul. From
This
beyond,
one's all
imbue
mine!
this vanquished soul.
You're mine!
From beyond,
Severing wind!
imbue this
Take
vanquished
this!
soul with life.
It's over!
Resuscitation.
Stardust!
In the wind!
Lunar Rondo!
I'm ready!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Cross!
From
In the
beyond,
wind!
imbue this
In
vanquished
here!
I can handle it!
You picked the wrong fight!
Stockpile! Tempest
You
Wall!
escaped!
More where that came from!
Sword Lane Alpha!
I'm ready.
We did it!
I'll end you.
Dragon
Talon Hurricane. We can... You really make weapons with this?
Little help!
You're mine! Severing wind! Take this! Take this! Sword Lane Alpha!
Magic is there!
Severing wind! Rising Falcon! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Dance in the
Got it!
wind!
I'll leave it to you! Rising Falcon!
For the stockpile!
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Can't get out of this!
You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll run you through!
Now!
In the groove!
Rising
I'll
Falcon!
smash you!
You're finished!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Gotta break through! Here I come!
Denied! Dragon Shout! Negative
Cascade Supernova!
Severed
Raging
Wind!
Cascade! The close one!
Rising Falcon!
Being interrupted.
Not in your dreams!
Watch it!
You picked the wrong fight!
Talon
Take this!
Tempest Swirl!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Celestial Order!
Hey! Pull them away!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Celestial Order!
Hurricane!
Take this!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! On your knees! Dragon Shout! I'm just getting started! Eagle Assault!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky. Discourteous, aren't
Here
you?
I come!
Take this!
Purge Malevolence! Arcane Waterfall!
Here I come! It's over!
I'll be saving this one!
Rising Light!
Wind Axe
Wind! Take this! It's over!
Dragon Shout!
Soda! Lunar Rondo!
Just getting started!
Here I come!
In a bind!
Strike!
Swallow
You're
Dance!
finished!
Benediction light.
In the wind!
Heal!
Dance!
Fire up! I'll tear you apart!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Talon Hurricane!
You picked the wrong fight!
Now you see what I can do! Resonate with the earth!
Strike!
Do it! Hey! Blow them away!
Light Astral Energy!
Eat this! These fists have got your name on them!
Benediction light.
That's me, Spot!
Win!
Glimmer Dragon!
Rising Falcon!
Magic
Eagle Assault!
With this, I can become even stronger.
There it is. That's our target.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Purge Malevolence! Arcane Waterfall!
Far enough!
Free Blister!
Dragon Shout!
You're mine!
That freaking does it!
Win! Take this! You're finished! Stardust!
Resonate with the earth!
It's time!
Dance!
Eat dirt!
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! What's this?
Not on my watch!
Take this! Severing wind! Take this! You're finished!
Shattering
Stardust!
I'll take you!
Lunar Rondo!
Sleep now.
Stardust!
I'm ready!
You're mine! In an instant! Impact block!
Everyone hanging in there?
No backing down! Take this! Talon Hurricane!
Thunder Field!
Here I come!
Purge Malevolence! Arcane Waterfall!
Elusive deity!
Free
Armor
Blister!
won't save you! I'll face you!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Leave the chargers to me!
Win!
I'll face you.
You're finished!
Dragon
I'm
Shot!
ready! Double me! In an instant! Impact Block!
Lightning condensed!
I'll face you.
Talon Hurricane!
No escape! It's time! Take this! Catapult! You're finished! Tear! Hurricane Dirt!
It was nice
Lightning
while it
Raging
lasted.
Cascade!
Every win!
Elusive deity.
Magic Dragon!
Do it!
Magic Command!
Ikara, I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! Benediction Light.
Not a chance!
Ready!
Heal. That's the
Rising
spot.
Falcon! Sword Rain Alpha!
Dragon Shout!
Dragon Swarm!
Radiant Dreams. Elusive deity.
Severing Wind!
Light.
Here comes Dance in the Wind!
Try harder! My turn! No escape!
Could have been worse.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Everything's going pretty well so far.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't. What about yourself? Care to share some? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to
Hardly. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching.
Right. Sorry about that.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying but that's what we did. Just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, your people were persecuted even before the...
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was astral arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. Night, everyone! Another day, another Gald.
Take this!
It's over!
Now, first strike!
Sleep now.
Nothing can find
I'll be
me!
saving this one. Blah, blah, blah.
I know
magic.
this deity!
Take
Can you
this!
take it?
You're finished! It's on! Stardust!
I'll be saving this one.
Take this!
Quiver
Sword
flame.
Rain Alpha! Eat dirt!
Wind astral energy.
Wind.
Our arts are being interrupted.
Take this!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this! Sword Rain Alpha! I'll smash you! Heal! First strike! Watch out!
In here.
Take this!
Rolling snap!
Severing Wind! Not a chance! You're mine!
Begin! First strike!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm ready! Go lead! Say! Blow them away! There's always room for improvement.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Coming through! You're mine!
Purge malevolence.
Great.
Here goes.
Try harder! Now!
Eagle
No
roll.
escape.
Photon blast.
Take this! You're finished! Stardust!
Light astral energy. Dance in
Lunar
the wind.
Rondo!
Just getting
Feel.
This one's all mine! I'm not done!
Light
Sword Rain
astral
Alpha!
raging cascade.
First strike!
Now we're not.
Denied!
Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha!
Take this!
Dragon Storm!
Kisara, I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! Do it!
Eat dirt!
Celestial
Try harder!
honor.
My turn!
Razor cyclone.
Win!
Elusive deity!
You're mine!
Now.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
An opponent like this should be easy. Win!
Arcade waterfall.
Dance!
Free Lancer. Dance in the wind. Sleep now. They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious. Raging cascade.
Here I come!
I can handle it!
Dragon Storm!
Dance in the wind.
Elusive deity!
Born up.
I'm ready! Eat this!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
Raging cascade.
Now!
I'll finish you here and now!
You're finished!
Field.
Number one!
Rising
I'll tear you apart! I'm
Here I
just
come.
getting started!
Sword Rain Alpha! Win! I have no limits! Sword Rain Alpha!
Raging cascade.
Stardust!
Spread.
Rising Falcon!
Arcade
Severing
waterfall.
Wind.
Fairy Lancer. Dance in the wind.
Sword Rain Alpha! Severing Wind! You're mine! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
Purge malevolence.
My turn!
Arcade waterfall.
Let's refrain from losing.
picked the wrong fight!
Light
Shattering
asteroid! Air thrust!
You're mine!
No further!
Win! Here I come!
Charge malevolence!
Glimmer
Mighty defeated!
You
Win!
In here!
Denied!
I'll be saving this!
Take it! No escape!
I'm on it! Rip
Your
it back!
pants!
I'm on a roll now!
Shadow!
Eagle assault!
I'm ready! Double me! In an instant! Impact block!
I'll smash you!
On your knees!
Raging!
Take this!
Air pressure!
I can feel my power growing! Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Is that the Zoogle we're looking for?
No backing down!
Take this! You're finished! Try harder! Now! You're mine!
Lightning orb!
You're finished! Slow down! This time!
Darkness!
You're finished!
Negative jet! Resonate with the earth!
You picked the wrong fight!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, I'm ready!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Now! Here I come!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest.
But what about Shion?
All the more reason to conserve our end.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped.
That's right. Besides,
I'm fine. Don't stop.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong...
So he finally...
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle.
Why do you want to know?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is... Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk"?
What? No, that's not...
Invoke? Astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say...
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral...
Wait.
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's...
May lightning condemn those who bear false. Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying
I don't know what to do.
What do you mean?
Ah!
You were talking about...
No, I wasn't.
Really?
Cut it out. I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back...
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right?
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but... I did a lot of
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares?
Because... you know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe...
Come to terms. You mean...
Yeah. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our path.
Okay.
Okay. Yes!
What?
Really? Dohalim. Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll, trust your... Let's see what you've got.
You're mine!
Dragon
Win!
Tail! Thunder Shield!
Benediction.
Leave the charge to me!
Stop! First strike!
Far enough!
Rip and tear!
You're mine! Win! You're mine!
Stalagmite!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
I'm not done!
Street Lancer!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Talon Hurricane!
You're mine!
Elusive
You're
Deity!
finished! Sword Rain Alpha!
On your
Take
knees.
this!
Raging Storm! Celestial!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Swallow Dance!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Gotta break through! Here I come! This
Now
one's
you
all
see what I
mine.
can do!
I'll face you.
Take this! You picked the wrong fight! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Take this!
Away!
Severing Wind!
Elusive Deity!
You're finished!
Now! Ridwell! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Now! You're mine! Stardust! Hurricane Thrust!
I'm ready! Watch this!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Don't get careless.
Pow!
Take this! Hit
No
done.
further.
You're finished!
Watch it!
Charge like... That could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Win! Take this!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Hurricane Thrust!
Supernova!
Easter!
Watch it! That's freaking cooking!
I'm not done!
I'm ready! Smash you!
Sword Rain Alpha!
See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Win!
Eagle Fly!
Here I come!
Watch
Lightning
this!
Orb!
Here I come!
Lightning Condemned!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Not in your dreams!
You're finished!
Eat this!
Take this! Catapult! Severing Wind! You're mine! You're finished! Stardust!
Dragon Terror!
In here!
Eat this!
You're finished! Rising Falcon! Strike!
Raging
Sword Rain Alpha!
Now I'm in the groove!
I'm ready! Oh! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Onward and upward.
Hi, Hoodle!
You're mine! Win!
Shattering
Rising! Try harder! My turn! I'm not done! Win!
Talon Hurricane!
You're mine! You're finished!
To be sealed!
Photon Blast! Lightning
Take this!
Condemned!
Rising Falcon! You picked the wrong
Eagle
fight!
Fly! Air pressure!
You're mine!
Resonate with the
Severing Wind!
I'm ready! Take on a roll now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
My turn! It's over! Soaring light spear! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Discourteous, aren't you?
You're finished!
Take down to the wind!
I'm not done!
Light Astral Lightning is ready!
Here I come! It's over!
No further!
Glimmer Dragon! I'm not done! I'm on it!
I'll stop his charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Win! You're mine!
Leave the chargers to me!
Soaring light spear! Rising
I'll finish you here and
Hold
now!
nothing back! Try harder! Not a chance!
Talon Hurricane!
You're finished!
Glimmer
Where
Dragon!
that came from?
Sword Rain Alpha! Rising Falcon!
Tunnel!
Severing Wind!
Light Astral
Watch
Lightning!
this!
Sword Rain Alpha! You picked the wrong fight!
Talon Hurricane!
Reload! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Benediction light.
Failure's not an option!
Don't suffer in
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Go no further!
Take this!
Air thrust!
Dragon Shell!
Here I
That
go!
freaking does it! I'm on it!
Lightning condensed!
I'm not done! It's over!
Dragon Shell!
You're mine! Win!
Leave the ensnaring
Here
to
I
me.
come!
Yeah! And the pummeling to me!
I owe you one.
Talon Hurricane!
Rising
Eagle
Falcon!
Whirlwind Snap!
No further!
Now I'm in trouble!
Take this! Win!
Raging Cascade!
Heal!
I break you all down.
Stay away from my friend!
From beyond,
You're
imbue
finished.
this vanquished soul with life.
Try harder! And more than enough for now! This one's all mine!
Dance in the wind!
Take this! You're
Air
finished!
thrust!
Soaring
Now!
light spear! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Raging
Begin! Eat!
I can handle it!
Celestial Hammer! I've risen!
Take this! Severing Wind!
I'm ready!
I'm on it! Hey! Blow them away! My turn! No escape!
Make an escape!
Resonate
with the earth!
Stardust!
Stalagmite!
Now!
Going low! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
What is it, Hoodle? You want to go back?
Animal intuition, perhaps?
What's this thing?
No further!
I'm not done!
Now you see what I can do!
It's over!
Heal! I'm on it!
Take this!
Lightning over!
Can't get out of this!
Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha!
Astral Energy!
That freaking does it!
Severing Wind! Here I come! Stardust! It's on! Soaring Light Spear!
Do it!
Rising Falcon!
Celestial Hammer!
Eat dirt!
Razor Cyclone!
Wind!
Dragon Shell!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Another
Dragon
incantation's ruined!
Here I come! You're finished!
Dragon Shell!
Severing Wind!
Dance in
It's
the wind!
over!
Feel! Not in your dreams!
I'm on elusive
I'm
Here I
just
come.
getting started.
It's over.
A new melody.
Sword right now.
Freaking does it.
Benediction
More
light.
pressure!
It's
Severing wind.
More without
You're mine.
on a roll now.
Stardust.
Denied.
Wind astral energy!
No escape.
I'm ready. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Right, here goes.
Now you see what I can do. I really almost.
Chinese supernova!
Here I come. Eat dirt. You're mine.
You require...
Dance in the wind!
Innovating pile driver.
Double me in an instant. Impact block. Not a chance.
Here comes!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon Shell!
You're mine.
In a bind?
Sweet dreams!
You're mine. You're finished.
Can you take it? You're mine!
Tempest swirl!
Sorry, like
The
this.
world's light!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Better rest easy and prepare for tomorrow. Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?